It's Dwayne Vincent. We're backstage at the Club Nokia getting ready for the BET Sunday Best Live event hosted by Kirk Franklin and many of your favorite gospel artists, plus Karen Clark and Kierra Sheard are here from the Sheards on BET. We'll talk to them, or get a chance to talk to them in just a moment. And Donnie McClurkin is here, and all of my favorites from Sunday Best, Amber Bullock, Leandria Johnson, Joshua Rogers will be hitting the stage. So stay with me. We're live from LA at the BET Experience at LA Live. Here we are, Mr. Joshua Rogers. You are the latest winner from Sunday Best. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Really excited about today.
Really? So let's go back. Since you won, what's been going on in your life?
Well, constant travel.
Really?
Consistent.
But do you like that?
I love it.
You gotten used to it?
I genuinely love it. I had one moment where I was off the road for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I almost died. I was like, I got to get back on the road. I was really about to lose my mind, but consistent travel. I just recently got through with television, so I'm working on my next album. I just left Kentucky yesterday.
Yeah.
And that was really great. God is doing some really good things. I'm excited about the upcoming album.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
So let me go back, and I'm gonna tell you, because I'm the TV perspective guy. I've been watching from TV. So as we watch you appear to be really young and sort of fresh, as they call, out of the water. Now I see a more settled, and you're moving on. Is that where you're at now?
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. First getting on the road, it was really new to me.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I didn't know about, a lot of things I hadn't experienced yet.
Yeah.
But I've grown into it.
Yeah.
And I love it. From the very moment I stepped out on the road, I really enjoyed it because it's something that I love doing. But now that I'm experienced with it, I know what I want.
Yeah.
I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do when I want to get it done.
Yeah. So musically, what are you moving or progressing to as far as your next project? Have you released a full project yet?
Not a full project. My first one was an EP. It was 7 songs from the show. Pretty much my 7 most holiday moments. Whatever. Peace Be Still was on there.
Yeah.
It's a very good album, by the way.
Yeah.
But this one, when you get on Sunday Best, they teach you in anything. You want to touch every aspect of the genre of music that you're in. So with this being my first album of original music, I really want to capture that and capture every aspect of gospel music. But of course, I'm a church boy, so that's going to be the foundation of it. But I'm really excited about it. It's going to be great. It's going to be some worship on there. There's going to be some shouting on there. There's going to be some jamming on there. It's going to be dope.
So, when people like Kim Burrell say that you are the next Daryl Coley, and they put you on that level, have you did any gigs with those type of artists like Yolanda and Kim?
Actually, haven't had not yet. I've been to Kim's church. That's the closest I've been to. But that's about it. Daryl Coley, I did do an interview with him when I got the opportunities to talk with him. And that was great. He is a very intelligent wisdom.
Yes, he is.
So I really enjoyed that. I did do an event with Yolanda. She was hosting a live radio show in North Carolina, and I did that with her, and that was really good. So hopefully one day real soon I will be doing some events with Daryl Coley and such. But hey, I'm stuck with Karen Clark, Sheard, and Kierra today, so I'm excited.
Joshua Rod, it's a pleasure to see you again. God bless you. Looking forward to the full you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God bless you. Thank you so much.
This man. His music is amazing. Gerald Haddon. How are you, sir?
I'm good, and you?
We're here at the Nokia, actually Club Nokia. They've got the Sunday Best thing going on.
Turn it into a gospel stage.
Yeah, how about that? Man, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been just trying to keep my lights and gas on and keep my wife happy.
Man, you got that's what I've been doing. Gas for a couple of years now, all the investments you've been doing.
Wow.
You are MDing for Kierra?
I'm actually MDing the whole worship experience for the BET experience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you been doing?
Well, I've been working with Mary, which that's been keeping me quite busy. I've been working in the studio, doing a lot of stuff with different artists. Right now, I'm currently working with James Fortune, working some stuff with James Fortune, and I'm working on me and my wife's project, which is very important to me. That's the most important project we're doing right now. So yeah, I'm doing that right now, and I'm also the minister of music at City of Refuge Church here in Los Angeles. Yeah, so it keeps me a little busy. And being a full-time dad.
So are you going to play any part in this Apperances of LA deal? Other than just maybe being on camera with your brother?
Not at all.
Not at all. Sure, that's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll see you again right here now.
Definitely will.
All right. All right. Miss Kierra Sheard, how are you?
I'm blessed.
You're in Los Angeles, and you guys still do. You enjoy traveling a lot. Let me ask that question.
I do.
You really do?
I enjoy doing what I'm doing because this is what I've been called to do.
Yeah.
And it's like every time I'm called to go out and minister, it's like, wow, thank God for choosing me.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
Can I tell my audience that I visited your church one Sunday when I was in Detroit, and there's another Kierra Sheard, because see, we see you so, I mean, don't get me wrong, you look beautiful right now, but there's a first lady in you. When you come to church, it's not I didn't see the celebrityism. I saw a first lady who wanted to connect with her congregation and her husband. How do you balance it?
That is exactly what I want the audience to perceive from me. I don't want them to see the artist. I want them to know that I'm more than that.
Yeah.
I'm more than just, I like to dress. I love fashion. But I'm more than that. I'm a servant, and that's what I want the people to know. I have to let them know every now and then, the members of my church, I'm touchable. I give them my number. You know what I'm saying? I pray with them. And when they go out of my office and tell me that their lives have been changed, that's what I've been called to do.
The episode where you went out to the lady and you were disguised up and the woman was just, is that what Karen really feels the biggest joy in when you're the artist, Kierra Sheard? What's your greatest joy?
That's my greatest joy.
Yeah.
And seeing somebody, I mean, you could see it in their face, like, wow, you've changed my life. You know, when she was about to commit suicide. But when I came and did that, it was like her life just totally changed.
It turned,
and she's a member of our church. She's working next to me now. I mean, it's so amazing. Every time I see her, we both cry together.
Oh my God. Okay, so while we're on the Sheards, let's talk about it. First season's done. Pros and cons, or all pros?
It's pros and cons.
What to you were maybe your biggest challenges or perceptions? Did you concern yourself about perception?
Of course, there were some because you know, sometimes when you think about it and you say, you know, God requires of you so much, and along with that requirement comes a sacrifice and comes the enemy steps in as well. So of course there was some challenges with some of the church people who couldn't understand. But of course my husband and I thank God for my husband. Oh, I thank God for that man of God, because
he's real.
Oh my goodness, when I tell you that he said, this is what we're going to do as a family. Even though they're seeing the realness of what we go through, you know, with our son, he said, but I want to see lives change. And we got emails of a lot of pastors saying, I'm going through that same thing. And the way you all handled it, you wasn't fighting and doing the old typical reality show, fighting and cussing, but we still represented God. And I think that's most of all what kind of give us that endurance and that uplifting while we were doing it, because the people's families were being changed. And they want us to do another season, but my husband said, I'm going to do it because I want the world to see my son change.
Oh my God.
And he's changed.
I don't even have to say any more about that part. So now, from me watching the show, here's what I tell you I saw in you. I noticed that when you're hitting the stage and you're so vocally powerful, there's a very soft side when it comes to your kids. There is a very soft side to Kierra Sheard. And I'm like, where's the Kierra we see? There's another side. And there's a loving side. And I can tell you really embrace your kids and you want them like any parent would
Of course, maybe you won't agree with everything, but you want them to know that they're loved by their parents. And I think your kids see that. I saw it watching.
And you know what? It's really funny how you brought that up because I've always felt guilty because in their growing up stages, I wasn't there, you know, and same as I felt like with my mother, you know, she felt like I was traveling, and so I'm trying to make up for lost time and be there with her.
So will we see another season of the Sheards?
Yes.
We will see another season. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for your ministry. You also talked about as you went to the end of the show where you were about to do a new recording.
Yes, I am.
When is that going to happen?
In September with Donald Lawrence. So it's going to be like another Finally
Kierra. And I'm playing on our station. Couldn't tell it if I tried.
Oh, they can't let that record go.
No, that is one of your most powerful songs.
Yeah.
The testament behind it is awesome. You know, as life goes on, what do you want? The biggest thing you want for your kids?
The biggest thing I want for my children is I want them to first allow God to use them. And I want for my daughter, she's phenomenal because she's in ministry. We're working on my son. My son is so anointed.
Yes.
You know, and people say the world don't have nothing to offer. Oh yes, they got a lot to offer. But it's up to us as parents to cover them in prayer. And my joy is to see my son saved to the bottom, okay? To gut. God, get him in his gut. Because every now and then I have to pop him in his stomach and say, you coming on.
I saw you do that, during the show.
See, they didn't show that other part after I told him, you gonna take this back.
Oh man, that was my favorite part. You gonna take that back. And I'm like, but thank you.
They didn't show that part.
Thank you so much. I'm excited about the next season. We cover you in prayer as an artist, as a mom. I've learned the new Kierra Sheard, and I have the utmost respect for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
GospelNewsroom.com with Kierra Sheard.